Good afternoon to you all. Myself Minati Mishra, Nursing Superintendent of IMS and Some Hospital. Today I feel very proud to be present here. I am extending my heartfelt thanks to the Nursing Director of Odisha for providing this opportunity to the nursing leaders of our state to share their views among the nursing fraternity. Difficulties of coronavirus pandemic. Still, they are not tired. Nurses are giving their services tirelessly by keeping their lives in challenging. In fact, that the patient is the most important person in a medical care system must be recognized by all those who work in the system. Improving patient care has become a priority for all healthcare providers with the overall objective of achieving a high degree of patient satisfaction, greater awareness among the public, increasing demand for better care, keener competition, more healthcare regulation, the rise in medical malpractice, litigation, all factors that contribute to this change. Some medical and non-medical aspects are there which giving more importance for patient satisfaction. A single factor makes a significant difference to the patient care in hospital. These are accessibility and availability of both the hospital and physician should be assured to all those who require health care. Waiting time for all services should be minimized. Patient information and instruction about all procedures should be made very clear. Communicating with the patient and the family delays can avoid a lot of frustration and anxiety. Auxiliary services should be supplied in timely. Some medical aspects are trained personnel, equipments as per the requirement and maintenance of inventory of these equipments to keep ready for emergency purposes. Efficient nursing care, the nurses are the backbone of a healthcare system. They have to provide the best care for patient in accordance with established standards and availability resources. Nursing efficiency includes more than only effective use of resources. It includes the effective interpersonal relationship, the appropriate use of technology, and adequate nurse-patient ratio. This level of high quality nursing practice leads to efficient nursing care with reduced lengths of hospitalization stay for the patient, thereby saving the cost of treatment for the hospital and patient. Safety and resilience. It is the ability to bounce back or cope successfully with the critical situation. Definitely working with COVID patients in PP, face shield, N95 mask and without food or drink for 8 hours is not easy task. Some nurses are resilient and overcoming this situation, but some are becoming exhausted. At that time, seniors are there to hold their hands. Nurses are voluntarily coming forward for their contribution, but some needs counseling because they have a panic in their mind. After counseling, they are willing to do their duty. Simultaneously, we are doing telephonic interview, recruiting and keeping in pool. We are excluding high risk and vulnerable staffs. Pregnant, lactating mother and immunocompromised nurses are being excluded from working in COVID areas. Before sending them to COVID areas, a physical fitness is mandatory, like their 12-lead ECG must be normal, hepatitis B vaccine doses should be completed, otherwise they have to receive first dose before going to that area. Continuous in-service training is going on through webinar sponsored by Generation India, BD, 3M, AIMS and different private companies. Our in-service educators also giving continuous training to all nurses. Psychologist is also counseling and boosting them morally. Through webinar, Google Meet and video calling, nurses are being trained regarding receiving of COVID patients, followed by sanitization, donning and doffing, bearing with PP, handling of a patient with severe respiratory distresses, dead body care, etc. Infection control practices are being maintained, followed by proper disposal of biomedical waste. Certificate program through webinar by Generation India done. In that 700 nurses have achieved the same certificate. Lot of classes through webinar are completed by Indian Nursing Council AIMS. Nurses are distributed as per their knowledge and skill. The most experienced senior nurse is deployed as a supervisor and empowered them to work independently there. Below the supervisor, highly skilled nurses are working in critical area who can manage the ventilator patients very tactfully. Lastly, moderate skilled nurses are posted in ward where patients needs a little less. Including screening center, we have 7 COVID settings, around 1724 general beds where the nurse patient ratio is 1:10, 100 ICU beds where the nurse patient ratio is 1:2, and 50 special beds where VIP and our staffs are staying and the ratio is 1:6. After proper training as per their skill, nurses are distributed in this area. We are giving more concentration in ICU area. Some ANM staffs are staying in COVID screening area. Rest nurses are staying in non-COVID areas. For our staffs, hospital authority is very much conscious about their safety. Most of the nurses are very resilient and bounce back to the critical situation, but some are very shocked. Seniors are giving them support to overcome this situation and holding their hands if required. Limitation of patient visitors in non-COVID areas are there. After proper screening by the triage team in front gate, where thermal screening, travel history taking and proper hand washing, they are entering in the non-COVID areas. Training about COVID-19 is mandatory for each nurses. Limiting exposure of a pregnant, lactating mother and immunocompromised nurses in COVID areas. After proper verification of a PP by the approval committee, it is supplied to the staff. During donning and doffing, one experienced nurse is guiding with checklist to all for proper management. With a team spirit, nurses are managing nicely. There is a very good arrangement for all personnel in a separate building near all centers with a nutritious diet. Regularly, seniors are counseling and giving support during any difficulties or when they are sick. After working period, they are staying 7 days of a quarantine with full salary followed by free swab test also. We are monitoring their health status regularly. Authority is very much serious about nurses' safety and supplying full PP to all nurses. In non-COVID area, if any nurse is coming in contact with any COVID positive patient, the concerned in charge is informing to the on-duty supervisor as well as followed by assessment contact tracing team. The assessment method is if anyone is coming close contact with the positive patient without PP and doing any aerosol generating procedure, then he or she is coming as high risk and going for 7 days quarantine and followed by RT-PCR test. If negative, then they are going for normal duty. There are dedicated nurses for COVID areas. In non-COVID areas, there is a team who are verifying patient status through teleconference. In both sides, senior nurses are dealing nicely with the physicians to guide them. There is a 4-tier system, that is in charge, ANS, DNS and lastly nursing superintendent. Each day we are measuring the staff shortage and deploying accordingly. There is a patient feedback system and through it we are collecting patients' views and reporting to the chief nodal officer. Thank you all.